Welcome to the Success Sensei podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
This is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Today I'm talking about what's the dark side of being successful. And it's episode 205. Welcome to the Friday Blitz.
The Success Sensei, Friday Blitz coming at ya.
What's the dark side of being successful? Maybe you didn't think that there was negatives to being successful, but sure, of course there is. If you think about it, it will make sense. And you can listen to this list and you can use it to justify your level of success or your lack of success in your life. If it makes you feel good listening to this list and saying, right, well, that's why I don't want to be successful, or that's why I don't want to be more successful. Or you can listen to the list and use it to protect you from the perils and the mistakes as you become more successful. Hopefully that's the one that you'll actually choose, listening to the Success Sensei. What is success? Look, success is different things to different people. I know when you say success, people automatically think about money, but there's many areas of your life that you've already experienced success. Hopefully there will be many more in the future, and hopefully you don't have to suffer from the mistakes and the perils. So these aren't, by the way, I'm not putting myself out there as being the most successful person. I've compiled this list. Some are my own. I won't tell you which ones are and which ones aren't. Some are mine. And I've talked to a lot of people who've had success in a lot of different ways and a lot of different industries. And this is a list that's compiled from many conversations over decades. Right, the first one, and not in any particular order. People think they know you. So this is linked to, especially if you have notoriety or fame. You don't have to be famous. You could just be known in your industry. People think they know you, and that can be a disadvantage. It can be irritating when they think they know you and they don't actually know you. They have you pigeonholed in a box. Right, the next one, people wanting something for you. This is so common. Something from you. Sorry, people wanting something from you. So common that they want charity, or they might want to sue you. They might be looking for a court case, depending on what kind of an economic bracket you're in. Or they could simply be expecting stuff for you, expecting you to pay for the round of drinks, expecting you to pay for the meal, expecting nice gifts from you. Number 3, a lack of trust in those around you. So obviously, specifically due to, number 1 and number 2 that we've just discussed, you're probably going to have a lack of trust in those around you. And also then when you throw in the jealousy that you'll experience, and you'll actually sense it from a lot of people, and hopefully you do actually notice it, because jealousy is bad when you can't actually notice it. At least when you notice it from others, you're able to protect yourself a little bit. Which brings us on to number 4. Paranoia. Sure, how could you not suffer from a bit of paranoia if people think they know you, people want something from you, and you have a lack of trust in those around you, and you can sense a lot of jealousy? Sure, why wouldn't you start to become paranoid? Right, number 5. Fewer friends due to you having less in common. So the more successful you become, the less people that you can talk about your success with, the less people, that will understand to be in the same mindset or wavelength as you. So in other words, you mightn't have ever realized that successful people can suffer from loneliness. So success can make you more lonely. Number 6. You can become a narcissist. It can become all about you. Now, I very much experienced that as a professional fighter. Now, the good news is I was 31 when I became a professional fighter. So I understood that the training up for a fight, the diet routine, the being hydrated all the time, the weight cut, the training, turned you into a narcissist, and it's a very selfish pursuit. And because I realised that, I did my utmost not to turn into a monster. I'm sure I had plenty of narcissistic traits, because you're getting ready for a fight and it is all about your training. But I think I probably staved off a lot of what I could have become. So keep that in mind. You can become a narcissist very easily as you chase success in your life. Right, number 7. Being too much of a perfectionist and not knowing your limit and not knowing where to draw the line or not knowing where to stop. That is a life of unhappiness. So being too much of a perfectionist, or just being a perfectionist in general, can definitely be a dark side of being successful. Number 8, feeling like there is so much more to you than the appearance of your success. And feeling pigeonholed, so feeling that's a lot more to you as a person, mentally, physically, spiritually, than just the success that people see or people think that they see. Number 9, wondering why, despite all your success, you're still not happy. That's a tough one. That hit the feels right there, wondering why you're still not happy. I'm sure you've experienced it in your life, many moments of success, and then, maybe it's first thing in the morning, maybe it's last thing at night, but you're still wondering why. Sometimes are you feeling unhappy? So successful people get that as well. It never actually goes away. Number 10, wondering why you're still worried about success and money. So you've got success, you've got money, and yet you're still worried about success and money. And now you can't understand why you're still worrying. You thought that would go away. Like somebody who thinks they're going to get a black belt in martial arts and they'll never be afraid of fighting, or they'll never have the fear of fighting, and they'll be Bruce Lee and able to fight absolutely everybody. And when you get your black belt, you realise that you're the same person, but just more skilled. Number 11, a greater worry in your personal security. So any high net worth individuals must be very worried about their own personal security, which brings us on to number 12, an even greater worry about the safety of your loved ones. Imagine that threat over you. That would be awful. Number 13, fearful of losing everything. So you've amassed your success, you've amassed your wealth, and with that comes a fear of losing everything. Number 14, guilt. You'll suffer from guilt because you will see others struggling. People that are close to you, you can't help everybody. So guilt is something that you will experience. Number 15, if you are successful, and the more successful you are and the more money you earn, you will have a larger tax bill. So the more you try, the more you'll pay, even though you are taking 100% of the risk. Number 16, extra stress and high blood pressure and health issues due to chasing more success. Number 17, having to sometimes hide your success and your success mindset in order to protect both yourself and others from ultimately being hurt or from hurt feelings. Number 18, suffering from imposter syndrome and realizing, despite what you say to others, despite you knowing how much expertise and how much skill you've had to develop, everybody that is successful knows as well that their success came somewhat from circumstance, timing, as well as luck, that they were all factors of success. So you can't just attribute it to, your 100% to your own skills or your own mindset. So that's the 18 dark side points of being successful. Am I trying to put you off from your success journey? Absolutely, I am not. But just don't think that the attainment of success will solve your current problems and won't create new problems, or that there may not be a definitive destination. There may not actually be a time that you go, do you know what? I am now successful, that you'll recognize it or that you'll actually achieve it. That destination may never arise. But if you have a balanced and prepared mindset, you will make sure that success is more of a blessing instead of a curse. And I do wish you all the success that you want in your life. Thank you for listening. I'm Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.